Greetings and salutations once again to all you in YouTube land, and here I am with another tip for anyone in the wedding industry as a wedding DJ, as a band, or an MC. This, of course, based on the title of the video, is going to be about that lovely thing called the anniversary dance. Now, most people in the wedding industry, if you've been around the block like myself, who's been around for a while, knows that the anniversary dance is done in a certain way. It's been around for a little while, and clients, of course, see it as more of a staple now, but they're used to the way that it's normally always done, which is you start off by asking everybody to come on the dance floor, and you start calling off years, 1 year, 5 year, 7 years, 10 years, and you're asking people to step off the dance floor until you find the last couple that's been married the longest, and you ask them to give advice to the bride and groom. Now, this has been a great staple for the wedding industry since it got started. And in my experience, it's about 5 or 6 years ago, maybe closer to 7. But over the years, I found that it's sending the wrong message. What do I mean by that? Well, the one thing I don't want to do as a wedding DJ is kick people off my client's dance floor. I want to keep people on that floor as much as possible. So there's going to be points throughout the evening where you're going to have to kick people off, such as for the bouquet and garter toss. However, the less I have to kick them off, the better it is, because it's a lot easier to keep a ball rolling than it is to have to restart everything, as we all know. So how do we utilize the anniversary dance if the client asks for it to enhance their evening in a different way? Well, do it completely backwards. Do it the opposite way. And it works for me every time. So what do I mean by that? Start off by bringing the bride and groom on the dance floor after you've done your first dances, after you've done your bride and groom dance, their first dance, the bridal party dance, the father-daughter, the son-mother. Right after all that is done, bring the bride and groom back on the dance floor to open the night. Bring out the parents. If they're still married, great. If they're not married, just make sure they're remarried or they have a significant other. If they don't, just utilize the bride and groom. But then look to your audience and say, now I need a little bit of audience participation. And say, is there anyone here who's been married, say, 40 years or more? And to me, that always works. 40 years is the magic number. Usually you're going to get about 2 or 3 couples, maybe more, who will raise their hands. And you get a round of applause for these people. And then you say, would you mind coming on the dance floor and helping us open the night for Brian and Sarah? And usually they'll say yes. If they don't, just use the bride and groom. But if they do say yes, bring them on the dance floor. And then explain to them what you want to do. Say to everyone, now all I need you guys to do is just pair with your significant other and slow dance to this first song for us, just to start the night off. Usually they're pretty nice about it. So I start playing a song. And then it could be Through the Years by Kenny Rogers. It could be anything, really. From there, what I'll do is I'll go back to the audience and I'll say, now we found a couple people who've been married 40 years or more. But now I'd like to see, is there anyone here who's been married 35 years or more? If you are, please come on the dance floor and join Brian and Sarah for their first song of the night. How about 25 years? How about 30 years, 25 years, 20 years? Then I'll go 17, 15, 13. Anyone who's been married a decade or more, 10 years, 7, 5, 3, 2, 1, and ask them to come on the dance floor. Then what I will do is I will look at the crowd and I'll say, anyone who's been married 6 months, and I'll shake my head and I'll get this smile on my face, and people will actually laugh over that. But the big one is then say anyone who's been married a day, and that is when the bride and groom will go crazy. I guarantee it. They will raise their hands. They'll get excited. And then from there you just say, and everyone else, we'd like to ask you to come on the dance floor at this time. And so then by that point, you've got a completely packed dance floor. Now, I'll do a little bit of comedy after that, just say a couple words. If you want me to tell you how I do that, just leave a comment section below, and I'll describe how I actually do that part of it. But then, now you've got a completely packed dance floor, then you can hit them with something hard. So if it's a rock crowd, and they've requested it, hit them with old time rock and roll. If they're more of a Motown crowd, because I'm from Detroit, we get a lot of Motown, hit them with My Girl. If you got more of a younger crowd, hit them with the Cupid Shuffle. If they want to hit a club scene right out the bat, hit them with Wobble right out the gate. And then from there, you've got yourself a great party ready to go. So that's a great way to utilize the anniversary dance to open your night and not have to worry about pushing everybody off the floor and then having to get them back on. So I hope this helps. And if it works at your party, let me know. Comment on the video and let me know that it worked for you. But with that, folks, I'm going to get out of here. And with that, please have a great time at the next party you do. And I'll see you at your next party. See ya.